so many people that sometimes we never know who packs our parachute. Okay, so this is the good stuff. This is, guys, this is an FYI and a disclaimer. I always say this when I go over this book. I am not a financial advisor or planner. Okay, so your financial advisors and planners are going to be here and here. Okay, so just know if you have questions about this book, guess what I can do? I can help you with the tax piece of it, okay? And so if you have questions, please go to these individuals. If you have your numbers, and that's one thing that I didn't put on the invitation, to bring your own numbers so you can put plug and play. You can use this on your day-to-day. Like seriously, this is really good material. And so I wanted to share it with you guys today. Of course, if we go to the introduction, it's going to tell you about the objective of the workshop. It's going to tell you about the commitment. It's going to tell you about the, it's the table of contents. So I'm going to kind of breeze through it because we're going to get out of here a little bit earlier, okay? Okay, so many of us want to become millionaires, right? And this is the portrait of a millionaire. And they have certain perceptions of how millionaires live. But in fact, it's a surprise to some people to learn that millionaires are not that much different from themselves. 50% are age 55 or older, 83% are currently married, self-made 82%, never received an inheritance, and this is going to be on page 5, guys. 3 times more likely to live in a home valued under $300,000 than to live in a home valued at $1 million. So what does it tell you, guys, right then and there, just off the rip? Don't live above your means. Like, you know, I'm kind of like one of those like straightforward girls. You know, I'm going to tell you, like, don't live above your means. If you know that you qualify for a home at $750K, because your credit score says that, but your income says you're only about 80 grand to 150K, your best bet is to do what?
100K to 80K?
That's it. Make sure that you do what? Live in your means. So that's what I do. I do treat myself. Don't, you know, I'm like, ooh, you worked hard this week.
Right.
But you treat yourself, because, you know, sometimes I think we, you know, of course we budget, and I'm a budgeter. Everybody knows I'm a budgeter. But of course, treat yourself. I mean, you deserve it. You work hard. You know, sometimes it's when we don't get time for ourselves. We need a spa day. Go take a spa day. We have all these children that we take care of. And you know, and I have a 4-year-old. So and she is like at home, so I wanted to go. I'm like, I would be mommy reloaded. You know, that 4-year-old, you know, Melissa has twins, so she knows. I would be mommy reloaded right now. Like, I'd be like, come on, everybody, let's wrap it up. It's time to go. Because baby, she said she was ready to go home. Not only was she ready to go home, Mom, where are all these ladies? Whispering about you guys. I'm like, oh, introduce yourself. And she come up, hi, my name is Hannah. Okay, good job, good job. Okay, so protect what you have. Key areas of insurance coverage: medical, long-term care, disability, income, liability, property and casualty, and life. This is on page 6. This is basically page 6. And you see where the umbrellas are? Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is basically telling you to protect what you have. Okay, so you guys know that I ended up losing my mom, right? So I had an umbrella, but it wasn't enough of an umbrella when I say insurance. Because of course she's been sick for a long time. It was like really hard to get her insured. So when we did get her insured, it was like a low amount, and I kept it. I paid it. If I didn't pay a bill, I paid her life insurance. Because I knew, I was hoping that it would be, you know, 15, 16 years down the line that I would need to use that. So definitely, if you don't have it, make sure that you guys get that umbrella, because it will save you in the long run. Because everybody knows that, guess what's going to happen? We are going to perish from this earth. And if you don't have your house in order, you are going to really perish, because financially it will drain you. It costs about 10 grand. And that was just the plot.
Oh, for just a basic.
The basic is
That's
20.
the plot. That's to put her in.
What?
Yeah, the
The
basic.
Now, and the reason why it's so expensive is because she wanted to be at a certain place, because we talk about this, you know, and that's one thing that we don't do, I think, as individuals. We need to talk about it.
Yes, we do.
Don't be afraid of it.
Yes.
Because God will give you fruition, and He'll tell you when it's time. You just gotta be walking in His order, and I'm gonna tell you this. And the reason why I know that, let me tell you why, before I get off the subject and get back on. She wanted to be buried in Lower Land. I had not called up there. I had not went and seen them. Someone from Lower Land called me and said, hello, we're trying to figure out if you're going to come up here and get signed up for your actual plot. I promise you I was in corporate America. I actually jumped up from my desk, went into, because my desk is here, my VP is right here, because me and my VP were really good friends. So I'm like, oh, no, you have the wrong India. No, you don't have the right India. I didn't ask for a plot. But when I tell you God will order your steps, He will. So I went in there, I told my VP, I said, somebody just called me from Orlando. You know that's where my mama wanted to be buried in, but I don't know how to take this. Is they saying something happening now? So I called her and I'm like, Ma, you okay? She was like, girl, yeah, what you doing? So when I tell you, understand the signs, pay attention to what's going on, and things will work out. But please, if you don't have an umbrella, get you an umbrella. Get you an umbrella, because it will save you in the long run. You don't go in as need. Don't go in, I think, is it as need? Or
As
needed?
available.
Yes.
As available. And if you're not guaranteed to even be near your family or anything, you may be way out in the boonies somewhere. So
Exactly.
it's something we easily can help you with. You just see us after everything.
Okay. So protect what you have. And this right here is your life insurance worksheet on page 7. This right here is going to have you to calculate your living expenses, okay? You're going to put that, this is just examples. You see you have an example right there on your left-hand side. On your right-hand side is you. This is what you use to kind of plug and play your own numbers. Remember, this is kind of interactive. Unfortunately, because of time, we're going to breeze through it. And then that way you can take your own numbers and you can plug and play and keep moving. And if you have questions, guess who's going to help you? Unfortunately, it won't be me. These two ladies right here in the back, because I keep telling you, I'm not a financial planner. And I want to get you set up with the right individuals that can help you with that. Okay? And if you have questions about the taxes around what you actually go and get from these ladies, then come see me and I can definitely assist you with that. Take control of your cash flow. Cash management process. Effective cash management process is in 3 main steps. Assess what you take home, your current situation, build a cash revenue for emergency fund, and pay down your credit cards. So I'm gonna tell you like this in real life, because this is real life, and we should go by this. But in real life, you already know some of this stuff we can't even do. We can't afford to do it. Okay, and I understand it. But if we sacrifice on getting lunches every week, you'll see that money.
Starbucks.
Oh, Starbucks alone. Go there, get a coffee and a breakfast sandwich. $10. How do I know that? Help somebody. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, seriously, I'm like, really? And then you make my coffee like really watery? Oh, no, absolutely not. So I'm telling you guys, truthfully, we have hidden money, and sometimes we just need access or help finding that money. Invest wisely. Mutual funds. Okay, so the lesson learned here it would be diversified investment, assess risk tolerance, and manage a portfolio on your regular basis. So you got mutual funds, and this is on page 9. So you have mutual funds that's out there that you guys can actually kind of dip into. It's just up to you what your risk tolerance is, from what I've been told. Okay? So whatever your risk tolerance is, you know. And so you'll make that determination as to what you want to do as far as your investments are concerned. Okay, so I'm going to go to page 10, and it says invest wisely. Why do people prefer mutual funds convenience, professional management, flexibility, and diversification. And that's going to be on page 10. Those questions, it has a mutual fund checklist here. This checklist will let you know exactly if that's a fit for you. This is a resource that you can use throughout the year. You don't have to use this right now. You can use it throughout the year. Okay, here's my piece. Manage your taxes. Okay, so and that's going to be on page 11. Taxes are not equal. Remember, we pay taxes until we die and after death. You pay taxes until you die and after death. Remember that 266K? Guess what's going to happen? He has 110K now, right? So when he passes along, he goes to glory. The IRS, if he has any bank accounts, they're going to freeze everything that's his, including life insurance policy.
Yes, I was just,
Wait,
they're the only entity that can usurp it, but yes, you can have your life insurance.
They will suck him dry, and his legacy that he has left for his children now belongs to the IRS. So when I say that you guys pay taxes unto death, it is so true. That's why you have to be careful when you're actually going, getting the hookup, get a big refund. If you're a business owner, that shouldn't even be on the top of your mind.
No, not at all.
The thing that's on the top of your mind is, okay, what do I have to pay? What do I have to pay Uncle Sam because I owe him some kind of money? Remember, we all 1099 out in here unless you W-2ing yourself. That's hence payroll. And if you're not W-2ing yourself, that means you are 1099, which is what? Contract labor. No taxes taken out. You are responsible for paying your own taxes. So, with that being said, make sure that you're doing tax planning with your tax professional. So you will know exactly how many taxes or how much taxes you have, the estimated tax that you would have to pay next year. And if you don't do anything else, print those things out and mail them off accordingly with the paycheck.
That's what happened to my grandpa while he retired from Union Pacific and U.S. Postal, you know. He died, he had like rental properties, nobody could get anything. All his assets, even stocks and bonds.
Yes.
But, I was younger then, but I remember everybody was like running with a chicken with their head cut off, trying to figure out why. And it was, they got attorney, it was nothing they could do, but that explains why. It's taxes.
So definitely make sure that we are all paying our fair share as business owners, okay? Yes. So make sure that you understand where you are financially. Now this 58.9% is going to go to some of us, and some of us is not. You may be in a 15% bracket, you may be in a 5% bracket, you may be in a 14, 13% bracket. Now, if you're a millionaire, you have funds, things like that, and investments overseas, 9 times out of 10, you at the 13% bracket. Why you say that? Well, you know what? When you become a millionaire, you're making all that kind of money, and you start investing overseas. We have this little thing, what we call treaties. Okay. So just know, if you have money overseas, I can definitely help you with the taxes.
Well, I don't, but,
If you have clients that deal with that. Yeah, if you have clients that deals with that over there. I have clients that have money overseas and we pay taxes. We make sure we get our taxes paid, point blank, period. Okay? And this is just a part of managing your taxes and managing the money that is coming in, especially if you receive money from an inheritance. Okay, so on page 12, of course, managing your taxes. Again, tax favored investments, very important. Tax exempt, mutual bonds, and Roth IRA, your best friend. Roth IRA can be your best friend. In business, that can be your best friend. Best friend, $5,500 for this year.
Yes.
If you can invest 25, 1,000, or close to it, you don't have to get to the 5,500. Just invest something. They're going to give you a credit for investing. It's not going to be much. They'll give you some because you're putting away for your retirement. So this is your best friend, and this is something that they can actually help you actually set up, okay? Save for retirement. Who wants to save for retirement, but it's so hard to do it? But it is doable.
Oh, yeah.
$20, $50.
Sometimes.
Exactly. So you have to start small. Don't go in and be like, oh, I need $500 to invest. No, start with where you at. So wherever you are in life financially, start there. Take a little bit, maybe $10, maybe $5. You know, put a little bit back. You know, what about the wolf's tongue? $1,000. So you know, just take a little bit here, just a little bit there, a little bit here, and then it adds up in the long run. Once you get the right investments and the right retirement set up for you guys. Okay? So just know that it is ways out there. Now you say, how do I do that? On page 14. This is your walkthrough. This is like a real walkthrough. Page 14. How much will I need for retirement? Boom. Plug and play. Put your information in. It tells you exactly how much you're going to need for retirement. It actually gives you the necessary tools. It doesn't explain how to break it down, but it does tell you at the bottom. It gives you a little bit of excerpt at the bottom. And if you need anything a little bit more in detail, please make sure you speak with the financial advisor so they can tell you exactly where you are. And if you have your own, already have your own numbers and you already plugged and play, all you gotta do is say, hey, I got this book from India, let me show you. Here she is right here on the front. This is what I do. This is all me. So now can you come up with an actual financial plan from the financial advisor as to which way I need to go as far as my retirement, my savings, if I need a Roth, what's best for me as a business owner. So this is very important, very, very important. Leave a legacy.
Yes.
That's going to be on 16 and 17. Okay, when you're leaving a legacy, a lot of us be thinking like we're going to leave, you know, something. But no, in the state of Texas, probate is real. You have to make sure you have a will in place. If you do not have a will in place in the state of Texas, guess what's going to happen? Can I get an amen?
Amen.
That's it.
We have a few tools, but yes.
Yes.
I was gonna say, so you have to have a will, what if they have beneficiaries?
It doesn't matter. We're common property state. So with that, it's always the next of kin first. So you could say your kids are gonna get it, but if you're married and that spouse is still recognized, the state in probate could actually usurp that.
Exactly.
Unless you have transfer of death set up.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Or you have an estate planning. There's some irrevocable trust, special needs trust. There's some things you can do. We can talk to you about that. It's actually not as chaotic as it sounds, but you do need to make sure it's in order. Because if not, probate could freeze your assets and freeze everything from your family for a long time.
For a long time.
Long time.
And so we were talking about probate. There it is at the top of the page. There you go. It's at the top of the page. Estate taxes. She just talked about your estate. Long-term care. Long-term care is very important. And I know long-term care is very important. And I know this firsthand because my mom needed long-term care. She needed long-term care. One thing that I can say that I think we all need long-term care. Where you want to stay when you get older? What's going to happen to you? Where are you going to be? Are you going to be in a home? Or are you going to be in your home, in your own home, or will you be in a living facility? These things are real because, you know, unfortunately, my mom went to a living facility. I wanted her to stay in her own home, living facility, you know. Unfortunately, you know, and I've always said, you know, for my children, because I'm a selfless individual, put me in a living facility. Because I understand what I've done for you guys. So for me, a living facility. Y'all come see me on my birthday, which is Christmas. Come see me on my birthday, live your life and live it to its fullest. Know that I know that I did my job as a mother and as a parent to make sure that I set you out into this world with all the tools that you need.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Easier said than done. Easier said than done, but just know that those are things that we all have to start thinking about. I don't care how old you are. You need to start thinking about these type of things because life happens. It happened to me. I had no clue 4 years ago that I would no longer have my mother. And every day it's a struggle. So anybody that tells you, oh, it gets better, oh, no. It's just like it's yesterday for me.
Just learn to live
It
without
just gets
it.
different.
We learn to live different.
And I had to learn who I was. I was so used to taking care of her, I had nothing to do. So I had to figure out who is India.
Yeah.
What purpose is India walking in at this point? Because I don't even know. I have no clue. But it doesn't get easier. I'm just going to hey, does not get easier. Point blank period. It's just that you learn to cope with this world and understand what life and death means at that point. Figuring out your net cash flow. This right here is your monthly expenses, your monthly income, your net, which will then give you your net cash flow. This tells you what do I have left over after all my bills are paid. What's left? That amount right there, guess what? We gotta go back 2 pages. You know where I'm about to go. Come on, take me there.
Put it in your IRA.
Put it in your what?
Your IRA.
Okay, there we go. So basically, what I want you guys to understand, when you go to your work page, go to page 14. You see when you go all the way down to page 18, you're gonna figure out what your net is, and then what you're gonna do, you're gonna plug and play right here. How much will I need to do what? To retire.
To eat.
Exactly. So utilize this book, take it home, share it with a friend, take a snapshot of it, and share it with a friend so that way everybody can be on the same page in the household. Not even in a household, but in a family, point blank period. Because one thing I want you guys to understand, when you come here, I want you to leave with resources. Not only resources, but tools that you can really use, like for real. So with that being said,